It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Cards and the Dirty Birds, and it's coming up next.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Wk17 all set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Hopkins with a quick feet, and he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Nice play design there with the touch pass. Not good at the start, but the defense was right.
They did a nice job scaling. Not just scaling, but now executing once they saw the play for real. They worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4. the gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that and continuing to let him throw the football.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now, you often see that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Connor up the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
So back-to-back plays, each getting and 6 to go.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were clearing running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely, as one of the better coaches in the league always tells me. On offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
They go play action here on first down. This will be caught once again by Brown. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
They'll run here with Connor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
This offense has a lot of weapons, but you know they like to look Connor's way down here near the end zone. He's got that rugged running style, and that's a nice job there to hold him to a short pickup.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins from a yard out.
And the Cards are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, down here, I thought they were going to hand that off. Instead, a well-designed play and the pitch and catch for the touchdown.
And I wonder who came up with it. Was it a call from the bench? Did the quarterback have a good idea and suggest it? In any event, clearly an effective play call. They saw something they liked in coverage, and they targeted it for the short yardage throw.
And the perfect way to cap their opening drive. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
You almost feel privileged, partner, every time you get to see him run out in the field to start a game, because every game, every snap, you and I both know he has potential to do something special, and that inspires his teammates as well. They know how incredible he is. They want to give max effort as well.
Now Jones. Well, he's going to take a shot right away, and that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing, Jones. He's going to go up top again. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. On 4th down, Dom Maggio out to punt. Greg Dortch back deep. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
You know, as if there's tight end running a drag around across the field normally, you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw is a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. Jones now on 1st and 10. And complete to Drake London.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now a stoppage, and oh boy, we've got Mayfield shaken up on the play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Patterson. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Rolling to his right. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. John Fitzpatrick, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit. He found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Too able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 7-7, our score after 1. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On second down, there's the option going left. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. They run behind center with Connor. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker. And now it's third down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with average of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll try and run for him with Connor. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Two yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Switch it up here and look to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. They'll give him 4 yards there. And he's up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On 1st and 10 is Connor.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just ram and hit.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Given 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now back to throw.
Screen pass to Connor. And he'll be out of bounds after a short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Prater's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Atlanta regains possession of the football. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Jones toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones
Got London on a slant. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
First down now, but that clock rolling. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
look to throw again.
This pass is caught by London.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Jones over the middle. That's caught by Ridley.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to throw. Jones. And it's caught.
Oh, and he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Arizona. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. And the Falcons ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this throw incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
How much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
On the return, Dortch.
He juked him. Flashes another juke. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Ertz has it left side.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way, working out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover? Corner, safety, linebacker. He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
He'll drop to throw. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They'll toss this out right for Connor. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. Play, and now they're forced for a 3rd and 1.
Steve, you put on your OC cap here. What do? 2nd and 1, you get stuffed, now 3rd and 1.
You know, in the old days, I would have said we're going to line up and we're going to run the same darn play and we're going to get it right. But nowadays, as tough as defenses are,
and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to extend their lead. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, and that fell harmlessly to the ground. Jones to throw on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate those, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Finding Green complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. He's going to use his legs here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. They'll look to throw.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's Connor on the read option.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, a give to Connor. Gets around him. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
A gain of 14. First down, Arizona. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score,
we have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Back to throw now on first down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up second down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And he is swallowed up right past the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Stein doesn't help. Now they're looking up for a 3rd and 9 situation. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just so quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ballgame. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones.
That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a gain of 16. First down, Falcons.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Drake London, his intended target,
and it's 3rd and 4.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Jones. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations
teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Connor.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Now he steps, and that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cardinals have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Over the middle, caught by London. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now Jones On first down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Back to throw again. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. J.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got his man. It's London. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London from 17 yards out. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1-to-5 play drive. That will end up a little more time than that.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1-to-5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, the Falcons got it. Yep, Atlanta football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here. Let's go. Let's go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Jones. This pass is caught by London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, you don't have to wait till you get to the red zone to run the fade. It can be effective in any part of the field.
Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now Jones.
He finds his man, complete. That's Patterson.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw is Jones. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer, Tim Karen, said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.